sophomore, and I'm a physics major. I took 2 years of physics in high school. I took IB physics, and I had a really awesome teacher, and she was like, this is something that you could really pursue, that I think that you could really do, and I really liked it. So I, from around my junior year of high school, I knew that I wanted to study. Well, I was in full IB, so I took a lot of, I took IB English and IB philosophy and AP Calc, but I didn't really like math as much in high school. I like it more in college, but I did really like philosophy. I think it's kind of similar to physics in the way you think. It comes from a different perspective, but I like studying philosophy too. Last semester I did an electronics lab where I was working with electrical engineering things, and then I am doing a modern physics lab where I use a lot of the apparatuses that were used to discover different theoretical concepts. So it's cool. The more I learn, the more I'll be able to do it. I really like modern physics. It's really interesting, and it's way more into the theoretical aspect of it, so it's more removed from the math. But I really like mechanics. I feel like a lot of people who like physics really connect with mechanics too. I hope to work in environmental engineering or sustainable use of energy. I'm open to working pretty much anywhere in technology, but I think my end goal is to use that in a way that pursues my goal of sustainable energy. I really liked my electronics lab class. I think that you underestimate all of the thoughts and all of the nanotech that we use in a daily basis, and it didn't just go into the engineering. It talked about the purpose of it and the thinking behind it, which I thought was really cool, and I think that was an experience I didn't know I was going to get in college. And also my freshman year I took computational physics, so I started to learn how to code, and I think that's a really useful skill and also a really cool thing to get to learn. I think that if you're interested in it and if you can apply yourself to it, that there's nothing that can stop you from doing that. I think that a lot of people are discouraged from doing that when they're younger because there are other options. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, but I think that it's nice to know that if you're interested in that, you can. If I didn't have a high school teacher that was physics is awesome and I have so much fun with it, then I would have never pursued physics and I would have done something I wasn't as interested in, and I would have been fine, it would have worked out. But I think it's nice to know that you have the option and to explore the options a little bit before you pursue one specific goal. I would say that get as much exposure to science and math as possible before you go into college. I think it will only help you, and that the more background you have, the more confident you will feel going into your classes. Because especially if you are the overwhelming minority, in my case, it helps to have that confidence when you come in, and once you establish yourself, you'll feel comfortable with your peers, no matter if they're boys